Hi everyone, this is Sunette, and in this video I would like to discuss the personality of a workaholic. So this also comes with a story within my own life experience when it comes to work. So, within the process that I walk with Destiny, the Destiny I process, EQAFE, there's a constant busyness within myself and also within what I produce. So, in other words, there's a constant working of sorts. I'm never, or this has been my experience for some time, that I'm never not working, meaning I'm never not busy within myself or within my world where it's like my whole self, my whole life, had been revolved or has been revolving around this process, getting this process moving, developing courses for the Destiny I process, sharing insights, perspectives, support on the Destiny forums, EQAFE, doing videos as the being's portal through me. And then also even in my everyday life, with people in my world, when and as we move and communicate and discuss and points come up, we open it up, we talk it through, we share it in blogs and vlogs and interviews. So it's like my work, had become me, had become a way of being, a way of life. I'm never not busy. And this has been my experience, and for some time it's been normal. It's who I am through and through. But there have been times where everything gets a bit much, a bit overwhelming in terms of having deadlines, priorities, new courses, new interviews, new series opening up, new ways in how to explain this process from consciousness to awareness. People in my life, things happening within them, that needs time, that needs support, and there's just sometimes these phases, where it gets, whoa, a bit much. And then I tend to push even more of myself, as much as possible to get to everything and everyone as fast as possible. But interestingly enough, when that happens, I've realized that I go from a space within myself of just, slowing down, being natural, being me, to going into stress. And when I go into that stress, I completely lose touch with me, with my groundedness, my centeredness, my stability, my slowing down and getting to everything as and when I can. And another outflow consequence I've seen within that is that I have this experience or movement within me of just, wanting to get out, wanting to just drop everything, just like take a moment, take a day, take a week to, to just get away. That's the experience that comes up within me. And obviously within the work I do and the responsibilities that I have, that's not something that I can just do. So, I was for some time in that space, where it just felt like I just wanted to get away, just get away from everything for a couple of days and just slow down, be with me. But every time it came up, a part of me knew it wasn't necessarily valid. Like, why is it coming up? Because it came up with an experience, with an emotion. So I would just slow down and breathe and remind myself, look, yes, it's a bit overwhelming at the stage, but all you have to do is slow down and schedule things in, prioritize. But still over time, this experience kept coming through. So then I went, okay, what's happening here? And I took a breath and looked back and asked myself, but okay, am I maybe throughout my day, just giving myself moments to just slow down, not like moments, take half an hour or an hour and just get that moment to gather myself and look at everything that has moved, in space and time over the last couple of days, and then what needs to get direction when, where, and how, because oftentimes, we have, they also refer to it, I'll be a bit direct here, but they refer to it as like a clusterfuck, where everything happens at the same time. And then you're kind of walking through your day and there's everything and everyone coming at you. And it's like, you lose touch with yourself, with your time, your space, your prioritization, scheduling, things like that. And then you're trying to go out there and get to everything and everyone, and you're constantly moving, as everything and everyone else in your reality is moving. And it sometimes feels like you're being pulled into all sorts of directions at the same time. And that can contribute to that stressed, anxious, nervous experience inside yourself, which will accumulate to the point where it feels like you want to get away from everything. When in fact, what I've learned that shows me is that I'm not grounded, I'm not centered, I'm not stable, I'm not taking everything into me, into my reality, and then accordingly categorizing it and organizing it into a way that I can walk into it and direct it. Then the next thing. I can walk into it and direct it. Then the next thing. So I move me within a structured, scheduled, prioritized way. And when I started implementing this, I found that that experience of the stress and wanting to get away and run away released. So, for those of you, this video to assist and support, that most of the time you'll find, yes, you are working, most of the time, if not all the time. I think in some way or another, we all are always working, whether it is either on ourselves or our life, our relationships, work, real work, earning the necessary monies to survive. But, most of the time in all that busyness, we're generally stable. The context that I'm speaking of here is when things get overwhelming, and it does. Things do get too much, where it sometimes feels like everything and everyone is just coming at you at the same time, and you're like going, ah! And then you kind of go into a reaction of, oh my God, goodness, I need to get to everything right now, get this done, get that done, move here, move there. But when actually you should do the opposite, meaning take a deep breath in, slow down, list everything that's come your way, organize it in a priority hierarchical list. See, okay, what needs to get done first, last, how am I going to direct this, how am I going to sort that out, how does this need to be done? So that's what I learned with regards to that experience of us workaholics. Us workaholics who are in some way or another always busy. But as with me, I've always been busy. It's been who I am and how I am. It's just that occasion where the busyness goes a bit overboard that I did tend to lose myself a bit in it all. But within that, this process has really grounded me. That if ever that point comes up of I want to get away, run away, I know, I'm not organizing or prioritizing my world effectively enough. Okay, so this is what this is showing me. So then within being able to translate that experience and go, okay, this is showing me I need to organize, structure myself and my time more effectively. And within that also remember to give myself an hour a day or just a moment in and throughout the day to just, even with lunch or making a coffee, or which is a couple of minutes. I'm just there, I'm eating lunch. I'm just there, I'm drinking a coffee, or in the evenings, just taking a moment to watch an episode of a series and I just slow down and I just breathe and I'm just with me. All right. So I hope this assistance supports those who might try this out and implement it for yourself and your life. All right. Thank you very much.